Hello, this is Johnny Liu. Today I want to do an open box for my Neo Geo controller. It just finally came, and luckily somebody was home to sign for it. So I ordered both of them, the white one and I just realized I was gonna take it out, but then I said, hey, somebody wanted to see a open box, and also today I'm gonna do a video, talk about how I feel about it and everything, so you guys have some, see this thing worth $79. I purchased I think like $78 after the shipping. It's like $84 after shipping. So this is the box. It look like this. This is the black one, and the bottom's like this, top like that. Okay, that's the black one, and here's the white one, and you got a little white one look like that. Neo Geo pad, the legend live on. Okay, and west side and the front. Okay, and look like they both the same way. Open it, press it down, and you lift it up. Oh, last time I told you that the hack cheat, the 2.31, that wasn't working very well, and the older version 2.30, they actually both work okay. I mean, not okay, but the 2.31, it actually worked. The problem that it wasn't booting up was because my adapter. This adapter, it just went bad on me, like in a couple try. But I ordered this a month ago, so I called Amazon, and the sales rep was nice enough to give me my money back, even though there's no refund after a month. I wound up using this one, the dangle. Also got it from Amazon, and this one actually worked well. I have no problem with it. So far I've been using it quite a bit, and so I've been playing with that since I got the new hack cheat. So I wonder if you could see. Okay, you can see what I'm doing. This little thing right here is creating me a problem. There you go. All right. Now, let's see. Well, you want to see the demo more than anything. I believe last time when I saw the video on the Japanese version, that the right side, when you plug it in, you become the first player, and I think this joystick become the second player. And then if you plug both of them on, the right and the left, the left side would be the first player, and the right side would be the second player. Now, right now there's no controller that will work on Neo Geo. Sad to say, but somebody in Japan in YouTube have hacked it. Well, what they did is this is Japanese. This is also another Korean writing. Okay, this is the English, page 11, 12, 13, and then that's it, 12 to 13. Okay, 11 to 13. So that's what the menus. And then in here there is the long cable. Now I didn't tell you how long the cable of the power. I think the power is about close to 12, wait, about 11 feet long for the power for the Neo Geo. This is what I have set up right now. I got it set up like that. Now this seemed to be more heavier, even though I like the idea it's cover, but it's more heavier. So when you hold, it's like the head is kind of fall forward. So might be best to get this one. This is only like $14. Then this one. Right now I'm charging it, and you can unplug the charging. Oh, last time I also told you that my image was messed up, but it wasn't. It was because I changed the USB, so it doesn't know where the main file located at. Because but the setup, it was still fine. This one it's called Raspberry Power Pack version 1.2. It lasts about good 3 hours, maybe longer. I did not test it more than 3 hours, and you just turn it on, and once you turn it on, you just play it. I don't think it go to sleep mode, so it just stay like that. And that's a good one to get, and it's pretty cheap. I think maybe it's in Amazon, might be under, I'm not sure exactly how much now, but I think it's less than $14. And it's lighter, so this probably, I mean, might not look as good, but this is probably better to put on the Neo Geo, because Neo Geo itself is pretty light, and when you put heavy power, it kind of tilt forward. So this is what the power supply, and you could order one of this if you want. It seems to be working pretty well. Okay, and let's put that down. Let me turn the power off. Okay, so this is the Neo Geo, and I want to go ahead and measure it and see how long this is, because I think a lot of people, they do a demo, but they didn't tell you how long this is. So let me open this up, and we're gonna use a measurement and measure it. See how long this is. And this is also a C connection, so it doesn't matter you plug in this way or you plug in this way. It doesn't matter which way. Right now it looks like it's plugged in this way, because Neo Geo local, the local is this way and also this way, so it doesn't matter. Universal. So you could plug it this side, or you could plug it this side. It doesn't matter. So since originally I was gonna order 2 white, but nobody is selling it. They're selling it more of a kind of like a pair, and it doesn't click. It just move around in a circle. Instead, look like there's a kind of a round ball this thing is stuck onto. It doesn't have that clicking. It's just the button making the plastic hitting plastic noise. So it's not like it's clicking or anything. And this one just a little bit softer. This one is more harder surface, and this one, they both same hard surface. There's no button on top. I thought it did, but it did not. And somebody, what they did is they opened this up, and they soldered this to arcade joystick, and took the arcade joystick off and soldered it to another joystick, and to make it work. So, and this is the part number, whatever you guys want to look into it. And that's what it looked like. Compared to the NES Classic, and the thickness, well, actually this probably not NES Classic controller. There you go. So look like this is smaller, and this is pretty similar on the top. It's just larger. The thickness about the same. It just one is bigger and okay. So let me go get the measurement. Let's see how long this is. Now I paid $84 with the shipping and was 70, I think 74 or something. And after the shipping, it become like this thing is not very straight. We're probably gonna do roughly, because this thing is already, you know, bent, so it's not gonna be that. Might lose some couple inches because it was bent when I pulled out from the bag. So that's already 60 inches. Nope, wrong side. And then 20 more, so 80 inches. So it's the same as the power. They both, I believe, I remember it's both 80 inches long. Okay, so let's plug it in. Let's see what I tell you is true. So let me turn the power on. First I turn this one on, and then I turn this one on. Okay, let's bring it closer. Maybe I should raise it up. It's more clear. The graphic is actually more better when it's somehow it's not focusing. I mean, the color is beautiful on the screen, but when you record it, see, there you go. See, it's real pretty. Color is very good and clear. But when you put it on the table, it looks real bright, like faded out or something. Let's see if I could bring this down a little bit. Maybe it will. A little bit better, maybe. There you go. Sorry about that tilting. Okay, so I have first joystick controlling it. It's functioning very well. I don't know if I have any game that's 2-player at the same time. Also, yeah, press start to start the game. No. Select. No. Start. No. A. Oh yeah, I forgot it's A is for the A and B is to get out. Now if I press the both button, will I give a same option as the console? While I wait till it starts. Yeah, so same thing. Okay, B for go back. Alright, let's see if I could get 2-player to work on this. I don't think you could play 2-player at the same time. Okay, this joystick's not working, so this is a first joystick. A player, difficulty, easy, language, English. I didn't know you could do that. There you go, 2-player. So this one is this person. Wow, the buff lady. So I don't know which one is the first player now. Let's see if I can get shot. Maybe I know. Okay, so you can play 2-player on this. So, okay, so let's get out of the screen. Press A. Now, how did I did who is who? I'm trying it again to see what happened. I think this one, you press A, same thing. A doesn't do anything on this one. Okay, so I press start button. And game option, A, difficulty, difficulty easy. I cannot read that. Let's go back to, do they have language? Nope. So this is player 1. I'm sorry, this is player 1. He's player 1. Let's use a guy for player 1. And player 2. Oh, here's player 2. So this is player 2. So if you have one joystick, this is player 1 and this is player 2. Okay, so let's plug the. This one only allows you to pause it by pressing both buttons. So player 1 is the one you control. So player 1 is the one have control to the joystick, not the player 2. Which makes sense. Press A to get out. Okay. So let's plug the black one in. We haven't opened the black one yet. Black controller. Let's pull it out first. Okay. That's what it looks like. You open up the box. The same instruction in the box. Black cable all the way through. Black controller. Put the paper back in. Put the book back in. I need to put everything back. It looks so messy, my table. Where's the instruction? What do I want? There you go. Put everything back. Okay, the black one look like this, and the white one look like this. It's pretty shiny. It's not glossy shiny, so you don't have to worry about fingerprint. Feel the same thing, feel the same way. And they both have, let's see, but they both have a Neo Geo sign on it. Will it focus? So they both have Neo Geo on it. There you go. Neo Geo, and it's a C connection, so it doesn't matter which side you connect it to. So let's connect this other one onto the other side. And the way this thing connected to, it seemed like it doesn't connect until you push it all the way in. So that's how it looked like. Okay, so now it's plugged in. Let me see if I can move the screen around. I can't move the screen around. I can't move the screen on this one either. So only controller 1 can move the screen. Let me make sure that's true. Let me turn the power off and turn it back on and see if that's the case. So you got 3 controller plug in, and the question is, can you play 3-player? I don't think we have a 3-player game. I'm not sure. Okay, and this one is the one move the screen. This one does not move the screen. This one cannot move the screen. So the second controller cannot do anything, and the console cannot do anything. And so it's the first controller that actually move. I don't think you have any game that have 3-player, do we? So we could see if all 3 controller work or just 2. I think it's just 2 controller. I don't think there's any game. Hey, King of Fighter 2 might have. I know in Nintendo you could have like 4 players. Let's start out. So I'm gonna start the game 1. Easy. Player 1. Player 1 and 2 versus computer. Player 1 versus 2. Player 1 versus computer. Player 1 and 2 versus computer. Okay. Let's try that. Player 1 and player 2. So player 2, when you press the button here, this does not do nothing anymore. So player 2 will be the black one. Player 2. So this one is totally dead. It doesn't even go to the main screen. It just acts like it's totally dead. So when you plug in this one will be the one in the controller. Now, where it's different for this one, this machine, because if you was to plug in the controller, you could still play controller 1, 2, and this one is still active. But I never tried 4 players, so I don't know if this will also stop working or not. But this is a player 1. It's set up in May. And then the other 2 joysticks is 2 and 3 and 4. So, anyway, going back to this one. It's hard to test it when you only have one person playing it. Hey, beat up my partner. Okay, so I only could pause it, but I cannot. Yeah, so I only could pause it on the second player, and I can't do nothing on this one. Pause it or nothing. Can't do nothing. And the first player is the one that do all the controlling. So I could pause it, or I could press 2 buttons and X out the game by pressing A button. Okay. So now we know what it does. So once you plug the controller 1, it automatically acts as a controller 1. And if you do not plug the black one in, this will become controller 2. But controller 2 only could pause when you press the select, but you press those 2 buttons, doesn't do anything. And when you're on the main screen, you cannot do the scrolling on the screen. You cannot select the game. The first player is the one is primary. That person is the one who select the game and also call it quit the game. So it doesn't give the player 2 the same option as a player 1. But the control response is pretty good. I like it. The color is pretty and it's colorful. It looks just like a Nintendo Famicom, the color, and it actually match the console color, you know, green, red, so it match. The color is very nice. The button size the same size. The only thing is the D part is more. Let's try one of the let's try one of the fighting game. I want to see how well I could play on the fighting game. Let's see. I like King of Fighting. Let's go try King of Fighting 98. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, press this 2 button to make the sound louder. Ooh. B to get back to the screen. So even though with the speaker as loud as it could be, on the TV it's pretty loud, but on the console by itself, it depends on the speaker it's coming out. So the sound is, I mean, it's good, but it's not like blasting real loud, you know. But it's good, and the color is very good. It's just that when you're too far away recording, you know, it doesn't give you the good screen color. repeat it. Whoa, that's close. So the control is pretty good. It functions very well. I think I did better with this control than I did with the one over here. But you just have to get used to it. It's not a bad controller. It's different than the regular D-pad. So it's different, but it's good. It's not stiff or anything. It's functioning very well, and all the buttons. It's just that I still don't remember how did I use the punches. I'm still trying to understand. I haven't played with this kind of joystick because every Neo Geo version have different way of some of the punches is a little bit different. Depend also how you map the emulator. So the way I have a map and the way the system come with it is different. So I have to get used to what button to push to play the game. But overall, I like it. Is it worth it? Yeah, because right now you cannot buy any joystick that will work with the system unless you are willing to sacrifice the Neo Geo and open it up and solder it to a bigger joystick, and then you have a real arcade joystick like one of the system was showing. And also, I was telling you guys, I thought that I was whipped off by the company. It turned out that I did not. I was pretty lucky to get this. There was another people that get a different kind of sticker. I like this sticker better than the other one, so I'm lucky to get this one plus the one I put onto the system. So they both are good. So you only get 2 stickers, and then a sticker for here. So you don't get, that's only if you buy extra. So I didn't buy any extra sticker, so it's okay. And so that was misleading. I just want to correct that. And what else I might have mislead anybody. Okay, and so Super Nintendo Classic, the hack cheat 2.30 and 2.31, they both work well. I have better luck with Hatchie 2.30. I was able to install the older version and newer version of Hatchie, the H mod. With the Hatchie 2.31, if you install the retro cord, it won't let you install the KM cord for some reason without installing the KM retro, the retro art. It's called KM _ retro art. They have their own version of retro art, but the retro art core, if you go download it, it have its own set of the Hatchie. That's the one I used to get all the Neo Geo working. I did not use the KM. If you guys know what I'm talking about, the KM link, I did not use any of the KM to get all the Neo Geo to work. So the Neo Geo, if you want Neo Geo, you want to stick with the one come with the retro core, C-O-R-E. Those are better and it work well. And most of my made work well. So just letting you know. So just FYI information to share. And I love the system. It's very beautiful. Like right now, it showed the graphic very pretty. A while ago, I don't know why. I guess if you show a little bit of that one, and then this one, and then make this one look real pretty. But yeah, this one is very pretty. The graphic is very good, even though it's a smaller screen. It's very detailed and color is very pretty. I have no complaint on that. 3.5 screen is very well done, and the system is very presentable, very pretty. It looked nice, you know. It seemed like now I kind of like I want to make the game system to all look like this. You know, the retro pie and stuff to look just like this. It's real pretty and state of the art. You know, it's not like the other system. Then you could put more sticker on it, which is nice. You know, you could go to computer and print it out and create your own, you know, graphic on the side, which I'm thinking about doing. So that's pretty cool. And I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this helped answer some of the question about the length of this. Is 80 inches, both the joystick and the power, and all three connection are C connection. So do you need to reboot it after you unplug it? Oh, by the way, if you unplug the first one, we didn't test this. This will become the first player. Okay, that will be a second player. So if you want to be a first player on this console, then you unplug this one, the primary first player. Unplug it, unplug the first player. This will become first player. Now, if you plug the first player on, then if you plug this one in on the left side, then this will become the first player, and then this will be a second player. If you, all right, let's start over again. If you unplug both of them off, this is only, wow, this one's stuck pretty good. Okay, so we do this so people will understand. This is a one-player game, so if you plug this first one in, this joystick becomes first player and will be the primary. So they select, they quit the game, they select the game, they do all the decision making. First player. This becomes second player. It does not do any decision making. See, you press start and select, doesn't do nothing. Okay, now if I plug this one in, the black one become my secondary, and also doesn't do any kind of selection or screen choice. Only the first player do the choosing. Now if you unplug the first player joystick out, this one is still a second player. It's still plugged in, so it still act as a second player. It still does not let you choose any option or screen selection. This become the first player, and this will be the one that will be choosing the game and quitting the game. Okay, so that's cool. Everybody's cool with that? All right, so hope that helped. I forgot to do that. I didn't know that you could. So when you unplug the primary, this become primary. But if you plug the primary back in, if you plug both of them in, this one does not do nothing. This one is totally dead. Doesn't do nothing. If you plug the first player and second player, this one become dead in the water. Okay, do nothing. But if you unplug the first one, yeah, this become a primary, and then the second will be secondary. All right, thank you for watching. Hope this helped. Appreciate you watching. Okay, have a nice day. Bye-bye.